Hello, my name is Garx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just throwing some more things in this disassembler, my old turbines that I'm not using, so we might as well just smelt them down, or not smelt them down, but get the parts back, and then I can actually send this back through like the plasma arc furnace and get my tungsten steel back since I'm not using these turbine blades anymore. Was going to automate the stuff, but again, I just kind of made what I needed and didn't automate it. I did add the old steam turbine here, and I'm totally wasting charcoal, but it doesn't really matter. It's infinite resources here. But basically just filled up my steam turbine. I probably don't even need to be... It doesn't need to be like that compressed, but oh well. So yeah, there we have our steam again, and then the fluid storage bus. So that is getting me the naphtha that I need. I don't know how much naphtha we actually have. Do I need to... No, we're good for a while. Alright, so last episode we automated a bit of the assembly line, very rudimentary automation, and I scanned the fusion reactor, and this is the recipe that we're looking at here. We need a fusion coil, the circuits, not a problem. Densarismium, it's a lot. That's 36 osmiridium, but not the end of the world. These field generators might be a bit of a problem. These wafers are going to take a while to craft as well. So the three things that I'm noticing here are the dense Naquadah alloy. We don't have any of that yet. The field generator, and probably like these. So let's take a look at Naquadah alloy. Do we smelt it together, or what do? We mix Naquadah, trinium, and carbon. All right, so we have tons of that. We have tons of that. Don't have any of that. IV mixer we do have. Trinium. We get it, I think. The deep iron dust is what we want to get it from. Obviously, we can't get to any of these planets yet. So I think deep iron dust is the only way we can get trinium at the moment, if I remember reading that or hearing that somewhere. And this is only in, I think it's like small. Yeah, so it's not going to be on there. Deep iron. I think it's small that I can access. Mercury, yeah. So that is a very small amount. There's only 8 per chunk of small deep iron ore, but we're definitely going to have to throw down my miner to get this for sure. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of the next thing to get the nuclear reactor, to get the dense Naquadah alloy. What do the fusion coils look like? I think we've already crafted some of those, haven't we? Yeah, I remember doing that. I don't remember why, but I remember crafting those. LUV, these are easy. Okay, that is an edition 9001. That's kind of a funny recipe. What are we looking at? Superconductor UHV wire. I feel like that's way above where we can craft here. All right, so this just got interesting. So we can't do this until we can craft superconducting coil blocks? Wait, am I looking at the right one? Yeah. This is a Mark 1, right? Yeah. All right. So I think there is let's go back here. There's those, and then the circuit assembly machine I need to get crafted up, but here's Fusion. Does it tell us what we need to do? Yeah, it's telling us to get 32 superconducting coil blocks. All right, let me kind of... Does it actually need... Just the wire. It's not the actual cable, right? Am I crazy? No, it is. So I do need to... So how the heck am I supposed to craft this? Okay, so it's going to take me some... I'm going to have to kind of figure this out. How to get this working up here. And in the meantime, I need to get the circuit assembler crafted up. I mean, I can't really use it at the moment, but it's going to be faster, I guess. And it'll be good to see if the robot arm will work with my kind of automation here. So let me get that started here, and I'll take a look at the fusion coil and see what we can do here. All right, so as I was looking through recipes, I realized there's 4 different ones for these superconducting wires, and basically the higher tier wire you use, the less you need. So there's superconductor UV, and then LUV. But holy cow, that's wanting us to craft 32 of those, well 33 even. Because we need one for that. Oh, this is no joke with this. So this is going to be like the assembly line. This is going to take us some time, I think, to craft up. Because what? I don't even... 32 stacks of LUV wires that it wants us to get right now. Or 16 stacks of ZPM. Can I even do ZPM? I mean, I know this is kind of gating the circuits, but yeah, let's... Well, we can smelt the ZPM. No, we can't, because we don't have that heat capacity. And I can't get that heat capacity until I craft the superconducting wires. Alright, so... yeah. Anyway, let me see how this turns out. Alright, we are back, and I am on Mercury, as we can see, by the very large sun. And I think we're just going to go ahead and... oops. I guess we'll throw... I'm assuming... yeah, small deep iron. There's 5 of them here. And that's not a lot, but there's only like 8 total. Let's do... like that. Is that... oh, these are veins, I guess. Aluminum ore. Bismuth? They must be like the bismuth, I'm guessing. That looks like enriched Naquadah. This is the chromite, I think, if I remember. Let me think. So I think this is bismuth. What? Is that the arsenic one? Trying to remember here. Yeah. So arsenic, antimony. I'm trying to figure out where I want to drop this because... is there anything? Nothing's kind of sticking out except maybe... because wherever I put it, it's going to be digging up part of the vein. Let's go, I think, this way. All right, so that's an aluminum vein, which is actually not bad. Wow, look at all that. It's all the same. Is this the wolfenite? I have no idea what that is for. I could drop it kind of right there, but I don't know. It's gonna grab a bunch of these veins no matter where we go, I think. I keep going too far. Yeah, I guess we'll do it here, because we'll get the chromite, which is always good. Although there's graphite. I do need graphite. It's up there. Maybe I should do that, actually. Because I don't really need chrome at the moment. Yeah, why don't we do this one? Yeah, right in the middle. Oh, look at that, draconium. Don't really need draconium at the moment. Yeah, I think we'll drop it here. And then I'm assuming there should be, yeah, small deep iron. Only 4 of them, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll see how much we get from sending this vein down. But let me set this up, and I will meet you back in the base. All right. After quite a while of the drilling, I'd went through about 26 things of diesel, and it's gotten a whole bunch of stuff. It hasn't got any graphite yet, so that must be pretty far down. It's gotten everything else around it. That's actually quite nice. I needed some more titanium. I was getting a bit low. Lots of iron, which I don't need. Lead. But I have gotten a bunch of the deep iron, which is what we wanted when we came here. So that's good. I'm assuming it just hasn't got down far enough yet. I do have the world anchor here. I think that does doesn't that do like a 3x3 around it? So I'm wondering like where it's getting all this stuff, because when I leave this, I'm assuming none of this, like it can do, I think it can do 3 chunks away from it. I want to say, I think it has a range of 48 away from it, so it can do like a huge thing, but if it's not loaded, I'm assuming it can only do this bit. So I'm kind of curious where it's getting like all this lead. Is this just from like small veins? I really don't know, but oh well. I wanted the deep iron, so we got that. So I'll just kind of let this run, and then I'll have to fill that back up with fuel. But I have been kind of thinking maybe up, because moving this thing is a big pain, and having to run back and forth with emptying out like the chests and the drilling fluid and the fuel is getting a bit annoying. So I thought maybe getting some more ender tanks and an ender chest. Yeah, just been thinking about that. Let me we'll meet back in the base. All right, we are back in the overworld, and I have just gone ahead and set up a Naquadah alloy with the trinium. Now, looking at the trinium recipe for the deep dust or deep iron, from processing the deep iron, I did I think ore washer. I don't remember. Yeah, the ore washer. So you ore wash the crushed and you get the tiny pile of trinium. And then you can thermal centrifuge this to get some more trinium. So that is what I did to get the trinium. But if we look at the deep iron dust, we want to centrifuge that. We need a LUV. So I think I'm just going to craft a large centrifuge with the LUV energy hatch. instead of crafting up a LUV, just a regular LUV centrifuge, I think. Because that would be easier, because I do want a centrifuge multi-block. Obviously, I have the one that is processing the Pahoho lava, but I want a separate one for that. But I don't... If we look at the Naquadah alloy, I was kind of planning on upgrading my coils. I just upgraded them to Naquadah, but I was like, oh, maybe I can upgrade to Naquadah alloy. But we need a ZPM assembler for that. So we're not quite there yet. So I was kind of jumping ahead here with the Naquadah alloy a bit. I did go ahead and craft a, I did a pattern for it to get ready, but yeah, so I can't really do that at the moment. But might as well get it ready for the future. I also noticed I had a bit of an issue with my turbines, and the issue was if there was a maintenance issue with any of the turbines, I would not be producing enough distilled water, and it would start I would start losing distilled water, and eventually the 16 cells would get used up and this would explode. So we don't want that to happen. So basically I put all four turbines on there so I can see what is going on. And I also put the large heat exchanger here. But if there is a problem with that, it's going to make these drop. It won't be producing enough steam. So I don't know if I technically need this here, but yeah, I did it anyway. But anyway, so I've crafted up this IV dynamo because I want to get that. Oh, is it? I think it's data stick, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably data stick. Which these are so easy to craft now. I want to scan this for the LUV. Yeah, the LUV dynamo hatch, so I want to get that going. I guess we'll do it in here. $225 seconds. That's not bad. But the reason I wanted to do that is so I can get the LUV dynamo for my power substation. And maybe look into upgrading this. But that's going to take a little while because those LUV... I'm assuming it's going to be like the LUV energy hatch. That seems to be pretty similar, except for like one thing will be different. I don't know what's going to be different. I have no idea what the recipe is, but I'm assuming it's going to be similar to this. So this isn't something I can just kind of throw together. But I think for this episode, I think I want to craft a new multi-block, and that is the industrial mixer, because I'm starting to have issues with these mixers, conflicty recipes and stuff. That's a bit of a pain. So I think I want to go ahead and get this built and take a look at this one. This is a 3x4x3, so it's a little different than the 3x3s. And I'm not sure if it can accept fluids. It doesn't say that in the tooltip, so I'm not sure. But I want to go ahead and test this out. And the main issue I'm running into is HSS and osmiridium are conflicting. Because they both take iridium and osmium. So if I put this in there with a circuit of 1 in there also, it won't craft. Like I said, because these have a conflicting recipe. So I want to get this built, I think, and that way I can actually get rid of, I think I have four mixers now, I think. 3 or 4 mixers. So I can get rid of all those too. But let me go ahead and craft up some of these components and we will be back. All right, I've got almost everything here and feels pretty good to be able to autocraft. IV energy hatch finally. I'm only missing the one high-powered, whatever it's called. I can't remember what they're called. So I just have to do that manually, but everything else is all auto-crafting. Alright, so still waiting on a bit of stab alloy. Staballoy. I don't know how to say that. We got everything else here. Let's go ahead and get the... I think I have everything for this. Yes. Yeah, we're good. I did want to break this down until I knew I could actually do it. I think those were the coils. So let's take that and we'll take... I guess we'll take that. Alright, and I think I will just craft it up in here. I would like to get rooms for all these as well, but I just haven't got around to doing it. Oops, I forgot to craft this up. There we go. So there is the industrial mixer. Curious what that gives us. Chocolate dough. I have no idea what that is referring to, but all right. I think we got that. I can probably just throw this all in. My press here. Right? Yeah. All right, so let's just go ahead and start building this just so I can kind of see what we're looking at here. So where does this go? Front, center. So usually we'll just do, let's see. I guess I'll do one more. We'll do it here. I can't fit any more on this side, so might as well just do it there. So we'll do output, input. We'll try the input hatch on it. Like I said, I don't know if that will actually work. Is this? Yeah. I was just thinking, I'm like, which layer is that on? And then these titanium turbine casings go in the middle, which I think is kind of weird, actually. I thought they were going to be the titanium, whatever the, like these titanium pipe casings, but it says turbine casings on the thing, so I guess we'll try those out. So do I have everything? Input bus, output bus, energy out. Energy hatch, we're still crafting up. Maintenance, we got that. Muffler hatch, we got everything. All right, so I think I calculated I need 27. Hopefully this is right. 27 of the multi-use casings. Yeah, these. Right, so I need to throw these in a assembler. Luckily enough, that is pretty fast. All right, so there is 27. I think that should be good. What are we looking at? The right. All right, looks like that. And I still haven't set up the IV machine hull. Yeah, that's still a problem. I was thinking about, I built a new assembly machine. Why didn't it go out? Weird. I built a new assembly machine, and I think I'm going to fill this one with the poly touch fluorine. But I need to figure out channels. I'm out of space for channels. Right. Did I forget something over here? No, not that. Screwdriver, where are you? Yeah, got the screwdriver. All right, so there we go. It did it. The only thing, I have two things on there that are not fully automated, but that feels pretty good. All right, so let's... the IV energy hatch, and then all the multi-use casings, I'm assuming, just kind of go around it. Hopefully I got the right amount. Should have... I made one extra. Oh well, they get used in that thing. Alright, so there we go. There is the industrial mixer machine. It does form with the input hatch, so that is good. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to figure out like all the different... So I'm assuming we can throw like a 1 in here and a 2 in here, I'm assuming. So it's gonna take me a second. I gotta figure out... Okay, well that one I know goes in there. Let me just throw it in there for now. And then these can just go in there, I think. Yeah, it's gonna take me a second to figure out which circuits they all need. So that needs a 2, so that one goes in there. But yeah, so I'll break down the other ones, and then let's get this kind of hooked up. Let's see. Where are we? All right, so we're right here. Those will go up there. I'm gonna have to replace some of these with dents, it looks like. Do I have enough? I do. Ooh, bit of lag when I break my A system. Where is... Oh, it's right here. All right, so let me figure out some of the patterns here, and let me get this hooked up to my A system. I should have enough. Yeah, it looks like I have enough for 7. I think this is on its separate P2P network. So let me cut here and we will come back. And we are back. Just throwing the last thing in here, just throwing the acceleration card in the import bus. So I did IV because I need it for the recipes. So I kind of connected it to there. It's getting pretty crazy underneath here, especially with these like double wires going on here. So I'm kind of looking forward to cleaning this up a bit. Yeah, so I did all the maintenance. This should be good. I separated some of these out. I haven't done all of them yet, but yeah, I want to test this out to see if this works. So HSS, let's go ahead and I short on steel. That's right, I took that recipe out because I ran out of interface things. Yeah, this is definitely a problem. I don't know. Maybe... How can I get around this? Maybe if I do a chest and just pipe the stuff in, I could probably do that to get around the issue that I'm having with only one input bus. Man, but I'm gonna have to like rearrange this a bit. But if I do like a chest and then I could have interfaces around it and then just pipe it in, I think I'll probably do that. But I'll do that another time. All right, did this. Oh, I forgot. Wasn't able to craft it up because I didn't have the steel. All right, so I don't know, let's do 20. I forgot to change that one over, but let's see if it turns on at least. Oh, there it goes. So it's turning on. Nice. So it does appear to be at least, well, at least it's working. I don't know how fast it was going. Let's see. So 11 seconds. There's the HSS dust, and then I'll do that one. Oh, yes, this is so awesome. Definitely a fan of the industrial mixer. Now, last thing I want to check is if it works with fluids. So distilled water. I think I'm going to set up, since I have no way to get... I can't take any of the distilled water from my setup, because obviously it'll explode. I think I may just set up like a little HV distiller to keep like a little tank full of distilled water, I think. But let's go ahead and... I guess I could have... I forgot I had the... I put a fluid bus there. To fill it with distilled. All right, and just trying to remember what I put in there. Fluix, I think it is. Isn't it Fluix that I use? Fluix dust. Yeah. That goes, see, that goes in a 4. I could probably throw... yeah, I'll have to kind of work this all out. Like, is a 1 and a 4 gonna conflict, or do I need a whole separate... I mean, technically I would want, like, a whole separate thing. But if they don't, like, conflict... I guess we could double up. That's the reason I did, an HB bus so I could fit more in there. So let's, I don't know, let's try 30. Oh, it has to craft those up, I forgot. All right, is it turning on? Yeah, All right, so it does work with the input hatches. Even though it doesn't say on the tooltip that it works with fluids, it does work with fluids. All right, but anyway, that's going to be about wrapping up point for this episode. Before we finish up, let's just take a look at the... Not that really scary recipe. Let's take a look at the LUV dynamo. All right, so yeah, almost exactly the same, except it uses the coils, the spring instead of the superconductor wires, which is actually easier. Now that I'm looking at that, that is actually easier. Because I don't have to do the, I can do the, I only need superconductor base for that. I actually don't need. Yeah, I can use these. I don't have to actually turn them into the superconductor wires. So that is actually easier to make. But where is it? Yeah, I don't have to worry about this turning this into the actual wires. I can just use the other way. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, hopefully we'll get into some more and maybe clean up the powering a bit. And yeah, we'll take a look more into getting the fusion reactor built. I think it's not going to be a quick thing here. But we're slowly working towards it. But anyway, that's going to be for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.